Hello, thank you for joining me today as we explore how to participate in breakout rooms in the Zoom platform. Just a bit of background information. The Zoom video conferencing tool is one of two tools that's approved by the School District of Philadelphia for teachers to use with their students for online learning. Right now, what you see on your screen is the waiting room. So our student has already gone to Google Classroom through Infinite Campus. They've clicked on the link that the teacher has posted in Google Classroom, and now they are sitting in the waiting room waiting for the teacher to let them in. So we're going to go ahead and allow the student to join our Zoom session. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on full screen so that we can see everything clearly. Okay, so here is our Zoom meeting, and we have our teacher that is here in the center. And if I click on gallery view, I can see the other participants in my class, this is all of the students that are in the entire class. Okay, so our teacher is going to set up our breakout rooms. Now, just as a bit of background information, breakout rooms are what teachers can use when they want to break apart their students into smaller groups. So if we think about in a traditional classroom setting, we might see a classroom where the students have their desks pulled together and they're working in different groups, and they could be doing that to work on a project or for collaborative learning, some sort of activity where they get to work together and support one another. So that's what this is going to be very similar to. Okay, so our teacher is going to set up our breakout rooms. And we're going to go ahead and open the room. So what you'll notice here is that our breakout room has started. So I'm going to click join. Okay, and so now here we are in our breakout rooms. Okay, so what can we do while we're in here? A couple of things that we notice. We know that we're in the breakout room because we see this button right here that says leave breakout room. Other things that we can see is the other students that are in the session with us. We can also see that we have our participants, and we can see who is in the classroom with us. We can click on our chat, and if we click on the chat button, then we will notice that we can type in information in here, and we can see information from the other students. Okay, while we're in the breakout room, we also have the option of sharing our screen. Okay, as discussed in a previous video, the best option for screen sharing for students on Chromebooks is going to be this desktop button. Okay, so from here we could click share, we could click desktop, and then select our area, and then we would be sharing our screen. So a student can share their computer screen with the other students in their small group, but the rest of the class won't see it. Okay, the students also have the option of asking for help. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for help. And so what that did is it gives me the option to invite the host. The host is the teacher. It's the person that is running the Zoom meeting. So we're going to click invite host. And so the teacher will get a notification that says that they've been invited, and we're going to join that breakout room. Okay, so now that we can see, I'm going to close a few windows here. Now we can see that our teacher is in the breakout room with these other students. Okay, so the students have the opportunity to ask the teacher the question or to find out whatever information they needed. And then the teacher might opt to leave so that he or she can go to another breakout room to work with another group of students. Okay, so our teacher is going to leave our breakout room. Okay, so some other options that we have while we're in here is we have some settings that are very similar to our settings when we're in our main session of a breakout or of a Zoom meeting, I apologize. We also have where we can change the view between speaker view and gallery view. Right now, this is speaker view and this is gallery view. We can change our audio and our camera settings. And down here in the bottom corner, we can leave our breakout room. Okay, if we click leave breakout room, we have some choices here. Okay, we can leave the meeting, which we don't want to do. We can click return to main session if we want to go back to the main session. So maybe a student asks the teacher for help and the teacher doesn't come in because maybe they don't see the notification. So we're going to click return to main session. And so here we are in the main session with the teacher. Okay. So now if the student has asked the teacher the question and they want to go back to the breakout room, this could also be a situation where the student just needs to have a conversation with the teacher one-to-one and outside of the rest of the group that they're working with. Okay, maybe the student needs to get a better understanding of what the directions are or something like that. So we've talked with the teacher and now we want to go back to our breakout room. So we're going to come down here and we're going to click join breakout room again. Okay, and so we're going to go back to breakout room number 1. And here we are back with the rest of our classmates that are in this small group breakout room. Okay, now once time is up, the teacher may put a notification to the students to let them know that they need to start wrapping up their conversation. So we're writing a message to the class. And so every student in all the different rooms will see this broadcast message. And then the teacher's going to close the rooms. Once the teacher closes the room, the student has the choice of either waiting for the breakout room for this timer to run down, and then they will automatically get pulled back to the main session, or they can click return to main session to come back to the class with the rest of the classmates. Okay, so that is breakout rooms in our Zoom meeting session. Thank you very much for joining me